See, what I'm doing here, people, is I'm doing something they say don't do on Carnivore. This is calculate all your stuff out. Reason being I'm doing this right now is because I'm tired of the diarrhea situation. Tired of the wetness. Tired of the loose buttness. Yeah. Loose butthole right now. Big shout out to workaholics. Loose butthole right now. But what I'm saying is I'm getting way too much fat. I just calculated everything up. The fat I am intaking is astronomical. See, because at first I started this whole process and I was a little tight butthole, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Just being for real, man. You know, asteroids, so to speak. Then I did what they said, dialed up my fat. Now I'm straight brown waterfalls. So, you know, it's just what it is. But I calculated up. I know I got brown waterfalls because my dang fat content has been outrageous. Outrageous. So I'm going to dial it all back to a 1-to-1 ratio and I'm going to walk it up from there. Because I got all my stats right here. What's fat, how much fat's in an egg, how much fat's in a slice of bacon, how much protein's in a slice of bacon. I went down and broke it down to the bare minimum, to the scientific level of numbers. Numbers don't lie. Okay, so now this is what my diet's going to consist of a day right now. As of today. Today I'm going to quit bacon. But I'm going to do 2 ribeyes a day, 2 burger patties a day, 6 eggs a day. That should take me down to a perfect ratio. My protein will be at, let's see what we got. My protein will be right at 208 grams of protein, which is my body weight. I'm under 200 pounds, but that's 208 grams of protein. And then my fat will be around 200 to 208 grams of fat. And we're going to roll with that. Now, calorie intake on this, the whole caloric intake, I'll be around at 25 to 2,600 calories a day. Which, being what I'm doing, that should be fine for me to gain some muscle and everything. Because beforehand, I was just on a 2,000 calorie a day diet and maintaining just fine. So I'm having a surplus of 500 here. So I should...
Mm-hmm. And you went from not having fat like that at all before?
Right. But now I know I can kind of dial my fat in. Because see, I was having a major troubles with dialing my fat in. And I believe I told that to somebody in my comment section today is, if I could dial my fat in proper, I think we got this Slade. So that's what I'm doing right now. Is I had to get the numbers. And I know they say don't check your numbers and don't do all this. Well, in my situation, I'm a numbers guy because the numbers don't damn lie. The numbers don't lie. And the numbers don't lie here to why I was getting loose. You know what I mean?
Then I'm going to stick with the 3 eggs, and 3 eggs is what I'm doing.
My wife's a little bit better situation than me. My fat content was way outrageous. Way.
Well, I've been doing too much bacon though still.
I mean, think about it. I was eating 8 eggs a day. And my fat content of the bacon, good God, man. Some days I'll be getting 8 to 10 slices of bacon a day. I mean, geez Louise. Then a burger patty. That's 16 grams of fat right there in alone itself. But depending on your burger patty, what you're making, you want a 1-to-1 ratio. Kind of like a ribeye steak. Ribeye steak's perfect. 1-to-1 ratio, you know. You got about 60 to 70 G's of protein, 60 to 70 G's of fat. You know.
But ribeye steaks could be $10 a sitting. They're about $20
they are,
a day.
So that's $20 a day right now I'm going to be spending on ribeyes alone. Okay, that's just what it is.
That's why you...
Ribeye, New York strip, you know, we're gonna have to work the numbers out. That means I need to go look up a New York strip and see what my intake is going to be on that. But these are the numbers I need to fall into. I need to fall in about the 200-200 ratio for right now, and then we'll dial from there. We can up the fat ratio then. Let's get back to an asteroid and walk it up. You know what I mean? Then walk the fat up to where
and you were
perfect.
adding butter before because you thought you didn't
then I
have
killed.
enough.
See, I was getting way more fat than I'm getting now. I killed off butter. See, the butter's gone now as of yesterday. So I think yesterday was the last time I did butter, right? I think so.
But then you're adding MCT, remember?
Then I also, this little idiot right here, add MCT in. So MCT is going to make up a little bit more of my fat ratio. So I can cover the ground instead of having to, because the calorie intake and all this stuff, my protein's right in this menu I got laid out right now, the 2 ribeyes, 2 burgers, 6 eggs a day. That's gonna be perfect. All right, and then if I need more fat, I can pick it up by not eating more, just throw in that MCT oil. Mm-hmm. And see, my protein, I got also
And you're taking
this.
that protein
I
shake
am taking
too.
a protein shake too.
One a day.
So see, that MCT oil is gonna make up the difference in the protein.
I guess so.
It'll make up the difference. That's why I got the MCT oil to kind of offset the shakes to a 1-to-1 ratio as well.
So you're just doing 1 or 2.
Well, I tell people straight up right now, I got me a mocha, the Transparent Labs mocha. Let me tell you something, slamming. I'm not drinking coffee, but I'll down one of them in the morning with a splash of MCT oil in that to give it a 1-to-1 ratio. Because I want my foods right now to fall in that 1-to-1 ratio. That's basically what I'm aiming for right now.
I've just been eating hamburgers. I haven't even wanted steak. So
right, but
I've been eating like a hamburger patty, some bacon, and 3 eggs.
A steak's harder for my wife because of dental issues. It's harder for her to eat a steak.
Yeah, my wisdom teeth hurt.
Her wisdom teeth, yeah.
I
Her
got
wisdom
two
teeth cause her
that
trouble.
gotta come
Whereas
out.
me, I ain't had dental work since the 90s, and I mean, I'm still chomping through meat like I'm a dinosaur or something, you know? I mean, seriously.
I just don't like to chew the meat.
yeah.
I don't know. I can't
But
do
my
it
bad
right
thing
now.
about it is not chewing enough, and now I'll just swallow the whole dang thing whole.
I know.
Like children when we was eating it, when your parents gave you Brussels sprouts back in the day. And believe me, man, for some reason, boomer parents wanted to always try to push vegetables on us, right? Well, my stepmom gave me damn Brussels sprouts. I swallowed a Brussels sprout whole like that son of a gun was a peel.
I know, but you swallow pills like that too, just as many as you can gulp down.
I used to not even break them up. I swallowed 30 pills at one felt swoop, just hover them down, you know. But no, I think it's gonna dial my situation in, and this just looks like a better course of action right here. Let's just try to kill out the bacon. But I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. If I kill out that bacon, then I kill out all the pork for my life. Because that's the only bit of pork I'm getting. Don't get me wrong, man. I got chicharrones and stuff like that. Pork rinds, you know.
Yeah,
they pretty good, but they very airish. You know it, I know it, people. And that's the only snack we can basically eat on this. And they say you're not supposed to snack. They say you're not supposed to, but when you see my body, people, I don't think snacks is gonna really affect.
If I'm eating them right before, like I'm
right as a primer to your meal, like a little appetizer.
Like I'm cooking and we'll have like a couple.
Right. I feel like that's our appetizers, the pork rinds and the cracklings or whatever. That's an appetizer for us. It primes you up with that salt, you know, makes you want to eat. And see, that's the one thing about the bacon. That's good about the bacon
it makes you want to eat it.
If you have any kind of digestive issues, such as myself, because after I drink the apple cider vinegar, man, it make you a little nauseous. Just touch on the nauseous side. But then again, some of these pills I'm taking too gonna make you nauseous too. Like my SAMe for my joints in the morning, that make you a little nauseous too. But we power through that, and I know what it's from, so no worries, it ain't gonna kill me. So we're gonna try to go with this right here, as I feel this is gonna be right here. Because I mean, my caloric intake will be up more than it's been before.
Then why don't we just go to two pieces of bacon, 2 and 2?
You know
not
what?
enough.
Okay, now check this out. The bacon situation. I'm gonna tell you about the bacon. Bacon's 3 grams of protein. It's not a 1-to-1 ratio. Excuse me, people. I'm burping because I just ate and all that good stuff. The bacon is a 3 grams of protein, 5 to 6 grams of fat.
Yeah.
See, it's not a 1-to-1 ratio. It's almost a 1 to 2.
I know, but I don't know. Eating the same exact thing every day, bacon's the only thing I want.
Well, I understand, but then eat those pork rinds, because the pork rinds aren't going to be...
It's not the same as bacon.
No, it's not the same as bacon. Absolutely, it's not the same.
No, then I'll be happy even just one piece of bacon each meal.
I mean, that's fine. And I'm going to probably throw it back in, but I know where I'm going wrong.
I mean, I understand out of all the animal products that pork is...
Pork's always been suspect, to an extent.
Yes.
But some people have been eating pork all their life.
We've been eating pork, but...
I mean, we have off and on. One thing I do miss about this whole thing, I wish liver mush was a carnivore thing, but it ain't, because when you look in it, got flour, got grains, got everything. Oil, seed oils, yeah, so we can't eat liver mush. You know, that sucks. But no, I think this is gonna be the way right here, people. I mean, I have to see this is the way I dial my stuff in. When I was doing the bodybuilding thing, we did this. We do the same
I do
thing.
the same exact thing.
You dial it in. That's the only way you can get your stuff precise to where the whole machine's flowing well. And cause see, some of this stuff might be hindering me, like the fat. The fat, too much fat is gonna hinder me. It is. It's just gonna hinder me. I don't
I
care.
just don't see how I could even lose weight with having that much fat.
Because the fat is the fuel, whereas before carbs was your fuel. Now the fat is your fuel. It's a totally different dynamic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the hardest thing that we've come to realize here is that our fat is now our carb source.
Yeah.
Because it goes in, it turns into carbs in your body. Your body makes naturally occurring carbs instead of you taking your carbs in from fruit, vegetables, BS food, or what have you. You know, so this seems these numbers don't lie here, and that equals out to what I've been investigating. What I saw about my fat content is way high.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
you were like, it's not high enough. I'm like, how?
Oh, it's way high. Of course, my protein was way high too. My protein content, man, I was probably getting in before this. I was probably getting in close to 300 grams of protein, which ain't bad, but I mean, I better be building like a son of a gun.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the reason being I was feeling a little bit more fuller and whatnot. So I'm just telling you, I think that was the reason right there, because I was getting in almost 300 grams of protein. Now that I went back and tallied my numbers, and I was getting in almost 3,000 calories a day plus. Yeah. Because just on the menu I wrote out now, which is eliminating
No, and
all
some
my
of them
bacon.
days you ate 2 burgers and a ribeye,
Oh
and
God,
you ate
yeah,
bacon.
yeah.
and
I
you-
saw it, man. My numbers were, I was over 300 grams of protein, and I was probably, geez, man, 300 to 400 grams of fat. I mean, you
That's
know,
crazy.
it's crazy now that I look back and tally my numbers,
I
man.
know, but now you understand why I'm like, damn, we're going through food like.
No, I got it because we were. See, my wife's right here. We was going through food, and it was me. But see, it's amazing. Beforehand, eating the food, eating their diet that they told me to eat, I couldn't down this much food. I would throw up. Seriously, I would have gagged. I would throw up. But with this, I don't throw up. You know, it's weird.
I know,
And
but
it's
we're opposite now.
what?
Me,
Yeah, now my wife can't eat. Now I can eat. You know, but I'm gonna dial this back, and I don't. You know, tell you the truth, people, I might have a trouble of being hungry with this, because I'm killing back 8 slabs of bacon, 8 pieces of bacon. I'm killing back 2 eggs.
then you're gonna have to spread out your protein shakes instead. But I don't know. It's going against what everybody says. Just eat the meal and be done.
That's what they say.
But if you put a protein shake in between, like say you eat breakfast, then you do lunch would be a protein shake, then you do dinner, then you do protein shake before
Well,
bed.
that one protein shake before bed is nothing but protein. I'm not putting MCT oils in it or nothing like that. There's only one shake a
I
day
know,
with
but that
MCTs.
does mess up with your fast.
It does, but if I do what,
But I'm not as concerned about that for you as I
I'm
am
not
for me.
concerned about the fat intermittent fasting.
No,
as much
I think
anymore
I need
because-
that more than you need that.
Right. And my sleep has been better when I do that little bit of cardio before bed, maybe an hour before bed, maybe do a mile or something before bed, and then get that protein shake in right afterwards with my nighttime dosage of my GABA and my L-theanine. Yeah, I mean that, and then combine that with the melatonin, I sleep pretty decent. Don't get me wrong, people. I'm gonna tell you one dang thing I gotta overcome. I'm gonna have to cut my liquid intake off. Man, I'm gonna try to cut it tonight at 10, because, I mean, as much water as I'm intaking, I'm intaking like liquid wise, like let's say bottles of water, I'm intaking 324s a day. That's 72 right there. That's 72 ounces right there. And then you got to think I'm mixing up, and don't get me wrong, people, I know I ain't supposed to be putting this in this bottle right here. This bottle will be gone as soon as my metal bottles come in. They'll be gone. But I drink 2 of these full of my electrolyte blends a day. So right here, that's 40. What we saying, 50 grams right there, 50 grams, 50 ounces of water right there in my electrolyte blend I down a day. So right there, you're already at 130, Jeez, man, I'm already at 120 ounces right there. Now, then you got your water that you're mixing in your protein shakes, which I'm doing the 8 to 10 ounces on there. There goes another 20. See, before you damn start tallying all these dang numbers up, man, I'm almost close to 200 dang ounces of water.
And you're not doing any coffee, so.
No coffee. I've killed coffee. I eliminated coffee completely from my life.
Because I know they say however many ounces of water you drink, of coffee you drink, you're supposed to replenish that.
Well, that's because that caffeine business, because the caffeine's supposed to burn out, you know.
I know, but it's not caffeine, it's decaf.
I understand that, so do you need to dial that?
Yeah, I think you're supposed to just replace the liquid with water, whatever the amount you drink.
So I'm supposed to replace this electrolyte blend with water.
I'm not saying electrolyte, I'm saying coffee.
Because that would be
Or
asinine.
if you drink anything else, like, so if you drink like
Okay, even
zeros.
a protein shake, for instance. Okay, protein shake. That's 8 to 10 ounces of water right there. So I'm supposed to replace that?
No, because that's water. If it's coffee or like a zero soda
See,
drink.
well, I don't have no worries about that.
Exactly, you don't, but I have to take that in consideration. If I'm drinking the coffee, I need to up my water.
No, that's fine. But I would keep a tally on how much water you use in that coffee or how much coffee you're pouring, like ounces. And then you can make that back. But then you know you're going to make it back. If that's the
No,
case,
because I'll find myself, I'd rather just sip on some coffee instead of sip on water, you know.
I mean, that's fine. But see, my water intake is so tremendous. Like when I go to piss, man, I want to tell you right there, now, man, I can fill up that right there. No problem. Like a dang fire hose. Blow that bad
Dumb
boy
and
up.
Dumber.
No, I'm serious. Serious as heart attack people, man. I can fill that dang thing up. Like last night, I woke up probably I think I got up twice last night because I'm drinking so much water. I mean, y'all have to understand. I mean, I am drinking a ton. I feel like I'm drinking too damn much. To be honest with you, I probably am. So, because I know I'm under 200 pounds.
How many electrolyte drinks are you drinking? One?
I drink 2 of these a day.
No, see, I've been drinking.
But see, with my apple cider vinegar, people, now you gotta understand.
Yeah, that's water too.
With my apple cider vinegar, what I'm doing is I'll mix up one of these electrolyte blends and mix the apple cider vinegar in 8 to 10 ounces of my electrolyte blend, and that's what I down as my apple cider vinegar thing for my acid reflux. And so far, so good on that. Make you a slight bit nauseous, but I haven't taken a PPI in 6 days.
I don't know. I'm about to do it.
Wife wants to do it, but I don't know if her situation is the same as mine because I gotta be honest with you. I think some of these doctors out here BSing me.
Don't go ranting again.
I'm not gonna go ranting on it, people, but you know what I'm saying. And if you're in my situation with the acid reflux, man, you might be better off on your own trying it your damn self, trying to figure it out yourself. Because I don't think a doctor's gonna do nothing but prescribe you a damn pill because they damn good at writing their name down, and you can't even.
When at the end, or if you have results from this, then you'll do a video dedicated just to the acid reflux.
No, I mean we will. We'll dedicate to that because they've screwed me over quite some time on my acid reflux, quite some time, and you know. But coming into this, what day are we on now?
19.
Coming on this 19th day, I mean I'm feeling more what I should expect from this. Like even about the diarrhea, the stools, and everything. I think I got this. Again, I think I know enough now to where I had to break out the numbers. Mm-hmm. Because we're at a level now to where
I know, but you did what everybody says. They say just eat until you're full. Right. When you first start this, don't worry about your numbers. Right. Don't, you know. So I think you did that for a while. Well, no, that's what Dr. Berry was saying. That's it. I follow Ken Berry. He said, do that, eat till you're satiated, and all that stuff like that. And he's the one that said about the fat, and so did Dr. Chaffee. He's the one that said about the fat. If you're constipated, up your fat intake. Well, I probably did it to an extreme, okay? And I probably did. But when I first started this, I might not have been eating enough. Now I'm eating too much. It's like, you know, I know you're eating too much because I go to the store like every 2 days. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean, you do.
And then even a pack of bacon, think about it. If you're eating 5 or 4 and I'm eating 4 or 3, whatever it is. I mean, one day a pack of bacon's gone.
I mean, listen, I get the whole thing of the bacon, but the bacon to me now, for me, what it's been is a filler. It's just a filler. Bacon is a good filler for
bacon has been the only thing like that makes me want to eat my meal.
Right. I mean, I get it because it does the same for me.
I know, and we've been using mustard too, though. So
look, mustard's my go-to.
Mustard. So we're not strictly carnivore. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I mean,
I don't
sue me,
care.
people. I'm getting what, maybe 5 grams total of carbs a day. 5, maybe, and that's me maybe adding there too now, because there's no way.
You're only getting 5 grams from when we had that bacon that had 1 gram
Right,
apiece.
right, exactly. So
and you were getting.
if I'm dialing in on 5 grams of carbs, and that carbs is coming from, again, stuff they put in bacon. My protein shake, that one I got today, has maybe 1, maybe 2 grams of carbs tops. My other one don't have any at all, so that's 2. Then the stuff from the bacon, 4 to 5 tops. And that's it. That's the only carbs I'm getting right now, if I'm getting any carbs at all. Because nothing's coming from the liquid anymore, because I'm using the Relight from Redmond's. Ain't got no carbs in it. Yeah, I mean, I'll dial this thing in. Because, see, that's my whole thing. Because, I come from that bodybuilding background. You dial it in. You start dialing these numbers in. If you want perfection to go with in this carnivore diet thing, if you want it to go as perfect as you can, well, you eventually going to have to start dialing your numbers. You're going to have to start dialing your numbers in on everything. Like even my supplements that I take along with this. The supplements I take, I've noticed that I went back and I looked. A lot of people get off carnivore, even like Joe Rogan. They'll add fruit in their diet. Why are they adding fruit in their diet? Why are they doing that? To get nutrients they weren't getting before. But see, me, I've always hated vegetables, and fruit where I live, it's available, but it's not good. You're at the mercy of what comes through. It could come from Brazil. It could come from California. California fruit sucks. I'm sorry. For some of y'all people from California, I'm sorry to tell you, your fruit sucks.
Or by the time it gets here, it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. Your peaches don't taste like damn peaches. Your oranges don't taste like oranges. You want a real orange, go to Florida. You want a real peach, you go to Georgia or South Carolina, one of the two. You want good blueberries? Smoky Mountains. Smoky Mountains. In Canada. They produce some damn tasty blueberries. I'm going to tell you right now. And strawberries. And raspberries.
Anyways, enough berry talk.
Enough berry talk. But what I'm saying is, a lot of supplements I have up there replaced what I wasn't eating in vegetables and fruit alone. There are things you get from fruit and vegetables that you cannot get on this carnivore. I'm just here to tell you. They can't, or else people like Dr. Saladino and all these other people, they would not have added it back in. They wouldn't have added it. Think about it for a second, people. But if you know what those fruits that they're eating, which I do, blueberries, pineapple, bananas, fruit like that, my pills cover all that. So I don't have to add that in. I could just keep on taking what I'm taking and take a few things out, don't get me wrong. But yeah, so I'm just going to keep on supplementing what I'm supplementing, because that's making up for the fruit and these other things they're adding in. Don't get me wrong, they're adding in whole foods. Yeah, cool and well. But if I get my system churning right and getting everything to process the way it's supposed to, and uptake my nutrients from all my sups and everything, then we should be right where we need to be. I mean, it just makes sense. So we're going to try this and see where this takes us. Because, hey, this is a whole trying process anyway. We're playing hit or miss right here. We just got the dartboard out right now. We're going to throw some darts at it, see if we can hit the bullseye. That's how we're going to try to do. And I think we can do it. I know we can do it. So we're going to see if this works. We'll comment on this later. We'll get back to you, see how it's going, see if we have to dial anything else. But I don't see nobody else dialing numbers like this in the carnivore.
Some of the chicks do.
Some of the chicks do. Okay, that's great. At least they're trying to keep up.
Because they stall out and they're like, I'm not losing any more fat.
That's understandable. I could agree to that. And that's good that let me tell you something. That's excellent. They're breaking out the clipboard and they're going to dial their numbers. Right. You know what? Because you have to. Especially if I can understand about a gal, man. I've seen a lot of guys on here too that are ready to stall.
I don't even want to step on the scale, because if I don't go down, I'll be.
Well, no, I see a lot of guys. There was this guy on there who reached the stall the other day. Said, "Oh, my weight didn't adjust in one day," and I'm like, well, "It's just one day, man. Your blood pressure went high one day. You could have been thinking something that morning. You could have. His blood pressure is like 150/90. I'm like, okay, and You know what? When I went in there for my stress test, my shit was like 158 over close to 90. Because I was nervous as all get out. Every time I see that cuff, I get nervous. Down. And then my blood pressure at the end is 144 over 72. And that's like right after I got off the treadie, after the stress test. Right directly after. I didn't calm down for no 10, 15 minutes. No, it was like she ultrasound me and then she put the cuff on. You know what I'm saying? Your blood pressure is a number. If you ain't in the right mindset, don't even get the damn cuff out. Put the cuff up. Just put it up because I see a blood pressure cuff. And it could be my own blood pressure cuff. My blood pressure will jack up. I get white coat from just seeing a cuff. I mean, seriously. I do. I always have. My blood pressure, it just be pumping, boy. That's just it. So. But with people like that in those situations, man, you might need to dial your numbers in and see what you're working with. Because women have a lot more situations going on than dudes do. You got
all these hormones.
You got the time of the month. You got yeasters. You got all these different things. You got hormone imbalances that come every so often. I mean, a dude could be more like a lake. You know what I'm saying? That water's just smooth. I mean, you get a few ripples here and there. But now a woman to me is like the damn ass ocean, son. High tides, low tides. And damn, a hurricane can come in at any damn time. I mean, you have a damn rogue wave. My wife will throw a rogue wave on me real quick, just try to just try to drown me, man. It happens. I mean, my wife just went over hers. Mm-hmm. That was a damn 2-week long process, huh?
Whatever, babe.
It was a 2-week long process. Yeah, I had to deal with that. I mean, I'm sure other guys got to deal with much worse than what I have to deal with. What I have to deal with, cake with, some of y'all got to deal with. Some of y'all wouldn't even deal with it. I just run and go to the woods and not come back. But that's just me. But love y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Try to get my channel blowing up. We need it. And then I'll go live and give y'all a lot more intel, because I got a lot more intel to give, because I had the gift of gab and I could run my damn mouth. So, yeah. We'll holler at you.